Hi everyone, this is Lisa Espinosa, spiritual career coach, author, and host of the podcast Soul Studio for Your Career. Welcome to day 8 of the Priestess Novena. Yes, tomorrow is day 9. Tomorrow is our big graduation. Welcome all of you who have been walking through this journey with me since day 1. And those of you who are just showing up today, you are welcome as well. I do encourage you, if you just start today, or even if you just started yesterday, to really consider going back to day 1 and doing the whole journey. So if you are new to my work, the focus of my work is to help you connect with your soul's guidance, and from that place, share your soul's medicine. And of course, that involves healing and clearing and releasing burdens and wounds so that your antenna, your channel to the divine, can be as pure and clear and open and spacious, so that you can be the birther of divine downloads and solutions. So welcome, thank you. Hello, Donna. Hello, Kathleen. Today, as we've walked these 9 days, as you know, or you might not know if this is your first time, starting in day 2, we really went through the chakras, right? We've been going through all of those energy centers. Not all, there's many more, but these main energy centers. And today we are here at the crown, right? We're here at the crown center, crown chakra. And, this is the area of deep connection to the divine mind. This is the space that allows us to think beyond the limitations and restrictions of our logical, intellectual mind. Hello, Jan. So glad that you were here, and glad for divine interventions that made that possible. So we're talking about right now is clearing the clutter from our mind, right? And what is the clutter from our mind? Is outdated beliefs. That's a big one, right? Because what we believe, remember, beliefs are simply thoughts that we've thought over and over and over. And some of those thoughts we've thought for lifetimes. So they've created these neural pathways in our brain where we think it is true. Or even we might have awareness like, okay, I know that's a belief. I want to evolve that belief, but it still has so much energy because we've thought it for so long. And if it's a belief you've inherited from your family, from your lineage, then it's got that much more power, because it's not just, even if you're trying to clear that belief, your family carries that belief. So there's that there's like almost a gravitational pull that belief can have. So we are here today in this day of the novena to help clear those outdated beliefs, clear wounds that have ever made you doubt your divine connection to the mind of the creator, the mind of the creatrix. That's what we're about. And I want to share with you, so exciting, that our overlighting mentor for today is Kali. And as you may know or not know, this is a different deck. The 3 overlighting mentors for the whole 9-day journey were Kali, remover of anything that we don't need, Hestia with her medicine of sanctuary, and Our Lady of Guadalupe with her medicine of divine protection. So the fact that we got Kali Ma again, hello Leticia, for our crown chakra, and this message is the old must be released so that the new can enter. So that is the focus of today. It's been the focus every day really, but today we're really focusing on this crown center and our mind, clearing that. And it's so interesting that I'm wearing orange, because I was thinking like I should wear purple, but it was like orange was really calling me. And then I was really received this guidance that of course orange is the sacral chakra, right? That center of creativity. So the message was, as we clear this center, as we open it, that allows us to then take that and have these divine creations that are infused with the divine mind. So there's a big connection between the sacral and crown chakra today. So let's go ahead and take some nice breaths as we get into this beautiful space together. And as you do that, just really thank yourself for being here, for being part of this 9-day journey, or however long you've been part of this, it takes courage to enter such a divine container of healing. And as I was preparing today, I kept hearing, I have a part that was like, oh, I'm looking forward to being out of the 9-day slow cooker. That's what came up. It was like, oh my gosh, it's like the divine was saying, like, we're in a slow cooker for 9 days, right? Of a slow cooker of clearing and healing. And of course, there are so many blessings. And you know, the reason I love, there's many reasons I love slow cookers, but it reminds me of a lot of Mexican cooking. So I'm originally, you know, my parents are from Mexico, and in a lot of the dishes, which I know is true for a lot of different cuisines, there's one in particular called mole, where you know that you cook it and you simmer all of these different ingredients in every family. I know I always think my grandmother had the best mole, but anyway, you simmer it, and it's always, I remember my mom growing up, it was always like we knew it was going to be better the next day or the next, you know, like the longer, it was like good wine. It just marinated and took in all the flavors of the chocolate and the cinnamon and the chicken and just all the different, the anise, all the things. So we've been in this 9-day slow cooker, right, of all clearing and detoxing and purging, and some of it has probably been very uncomfortable, and some of it has happened beyond our intellectual understanding. Hello, Lorenza. And at the end, yes, Kathleen, we're going to have this amazing dish, right? This amazing dish. It's not only going to feed us, but it's going to feed the world. That's what we're here doing. So take some nice cleansing breaths as we all affirm together that we are here. So let's do that mudra. I am present. I am here. And whether you're here live or watching the recording, you are here. And as we do that, we bring our awareness down to our hips and our pelvis, to our thighs and knees and ankles and feet. And let your roots just do what they know to do. Let them go as deep and as broad as they want to today. I really have this sense of almost like there's this like beautiful anchor and my roots, and it's just dropping down to the heart of the earth very effortlessly. And as that happens, we start to release anything that can get in the way of the sacred container. And of course, we welcome all the crystal medicine that is here, whatever crystals show up. And I see a lot of obsidian actually, and lepidolite. Interesting. So we welcome that medicine. And we let our roots all connect with each other. So let's create this network of roots. All of you who are here live, all of you who are watching the recording, whenever you watch this recording, right? We're like entering this ceremonial space, which is outside of the constructs of space and time. So we are creating this gridwork of light. And we know that as we do that, it's this interdependent, beautiful gridwork that we keep our beautiful boundaries. We release and keep affirming that we are releasing and clearing any codependent relationships. And that's not only to people. I know we've done a lot about people in the last few days, but I'm hearing any codependency with substances, with food, with sugar, with anything in the world of form. And again, there's no shame in it. It's part of the human journey, but just setting that deep intention. So we breathe in all of that energy from the earth. We breathe in all of that energy from the stones, from the collective energy of healing that's here. And we let that flow up the bottoms of your feet, up to your knees, up to your hips and thighs and pelvis. That healing moving up from your root to your sacral chakra. Remember, I really want you to envision your chakras, which are these energy centers, right, through your body. And just envision that they're more spacious. All of the ones that we've worked through, they're more spacious. So as this energy from the earth comes up through your sacral chakra, there's more space. As it goes up through your solar plexus, there's more space. As it goes up through your heart, there is more space. As it goes up through your throat, there is more space. And yesterday we did the third eye, there is more space. And now we're getting ready to have the spaciousness of our crown chakra. So letting all of that energy up, come down into your heart. And we welcome all of your guardian angels, the beings of love and light that have been mentoring and supporting you this whole lifetime and other lifetimes. We welcome our 3 overlighting mentors, Kalima and Hestia and Our Lady of Guadalupe, and bonus Kalima today because she showed up again. She is here with her beautiful, loving, badassy energy, I just have to say. She's just like amazing. She is here for us, so we welcome her. And all the divine teachers that have shown up every day of this journey, Mary Magdalene, the Angel of Hope, Mercury, just every Ganesh, all of the teachers that are here to support this path. And of course, and Jesus, who really showed up yesterday, very present. And as we do that, I invite you each to call to you that beautiful circle of light to surround you individually. That circle of light we saw right at the beginning. Let me see if I have it out here. I don't have it out here, but I see it in my mind. That beginning, it was the initiation by fire, right? We had that globe around us with the flames on our hands. So visualize yourself that way. This golden magenta light around each of you, those of you who are here live, those of you who are watching the recording, take time to do that right now. See that. It is your own beautiful space. You are safe and protected. And not only safe and protected, the reason there's these individual circles around each of us is that you are each on your own unique journey. Even though if you're here, there is a reason. If you're watching this live or later in 5 years, whenever you watch this, there's a reason why you're watching it. There's a resonance of the group, even if you don't know anybody else in the group who's watching this. And you each have your own unique soul's medicine. You each have your own unique journey, and you each have your own contribution to make to the evolution of the planet. So when you step into that individual circle and of light that is around you, the divine and your guides can work specifically with you, right? For all to bring your own personalized, individualized healing. That is how much the divine loves us. That yes, we also, and let's go ahead and call that huge circle, right? That circle of empowerment around our whole group. Golden magenta light around the whole group, surrounding us with protection and grace and miracles, and around each of us individually. And that's what I was going to say. Yes, that sovereignty and knowing that the divine both has that vast transcendent love, like loves the collective, the group, and we are all one, and has that intimate personal love, that the divine knows you personally, knows the details of your life's mission, knows all that you have gone through every intimate detail. You are known and you are loved. You are known by name, right? The divine knows you, and that is why you also have that individual circle of sovereignty and grace around you. So as we enter this space, I see just this beautiful blue light, blue flame. So let's just see this blue flame that's kind of hovering over the crown of your head, this blue flame. And it's blue like this shades of blue that Kali has in this card. And this blue flame is hovering over the crown of your head. It's not touching it, just hovering. And Kalima, of course, she is standing there. She is in charge of that flame. And she is saying, she's reminding you that this is an answer to a prayer you have had in your heart. Nothing that happens is done beyond your free will. You have had a prayer in your heart, whether it was conscious or unconscious, of freedom and sovereignty, of freedom of addictive thinking, of freedom of sabotaging thoughts, of freedom of limiting thoughts, of freedom of clutter and illusion in your mind. So today you have been receiving answers to that prayer your whole life, and today there is a quantum leap answer to your prayer. as we are here Friday, right? Friday, the day before the 4th of July, which here in the United States is when we celebrate Independence Day. If you're watching this from another country, just for you to know that. And of course, we also have a full moon and lunar eclipse this weekend. There's a lot of energy available, and we're in a Mercury retrograde as well. So this blue flame and green Tara is stepping forward as well. It's starting to warm up. And we ask that your own Holy Spirit, your own soul, what's the word I'm looking for, is going to guide and direct this healing for you. So for some of you in this moment, as you're watching this, you might feel a lot and be aware of a lot. For some of you, it might be more subtle and it's going to be spread out over time a little more. It's whatever you are ready for, and your soul knows, and your soul always knows more than your ego knows. So just be open to your soul's wisdom in this. So as the flame is hovering over the crown of your head, I see Kali Ma doing these like mudras with her hands, like these mudras. And as she does these mudras, she is just heating up that flame. Now remember, this is a divine flame. It isn't a fire as in the earth plane that could burn, right? This is a divine flame. And as that fire, that divine flame gets heated up, we are allowing from our mind to just float up. It's like this dark smoke is being lifted. It's like lifting off from our brain, our mind, our neurons. Just allow this to happen. And as this happens, ask your own beautiful heart, what outdated belief am I releasing now? What outdated belief am I releasing now? And whatever it is, it has to do with limitation and scarcity. So what limiting belief are you guiding me to release now? It might be more than one. And I'm hearing a lot of limiting beliefs around how much you can heal yourself in this lifetime, how much abundance you can receive in this lifetime, how supportive the relationships in your life can be, how much joy you can have in this lifetime. There's a lot of that. So just keep asking that question. What beliefs, outdated beliefs, am I releasing right now? Yes, thank you, Jill, for naming that. Any belief that you have to suffer, that you have to be punished, that you have to be a martyr, that in order for you to be a real healer, a real spiritual leader, you must suffer for the pain of others. Clear that out right now. So whatever, ask that question, what outdated beliefs? That to be a good person, it means I put everybody else first. That's such a divine paradox, right? Because we know when we step into leadership, spiritual leadership, absolutely everything you do becomes service. That it is not about sacrificing yourself, and that your own well-being and evolution and joy needs to be a price for that. So Kali Ma is here, just her mudras and dancing, and green Tara, she is just doing her mantra, and I will just chant her mantra a few times, and you just receive that and keep asking that question, what outdated belief am I releasing? As we do that, and I'll hold the green Tara mala bead as I do this mantra of green Tara, right? Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Soha. 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 Yes, so addictions to worrying, believing that worry keeps you safe. Any belief that your family or loved ones will be hurt if you're fully seen in your authentic light. Believing that you have to stay small so that others don't judge you or abandon you. Believing that if you truly share your medicine to its full capacity, you will be shamed, killed, judged, people will be jealous and abandon you, or whatever it is, all of that. Om tare tutare ture soha. Om tare tutare ture soha. Om tare tutare ture soha. There is a belief coming up that of if you are holding back because you think your loved ones need to catch up with you first before you go on to the next level, you are being invited to let that belief go. Because the truth is that when you step into that other level, just by doing that, you're helping create that pathway for them if they choose to follow it. So anybody here, and I include myself in this, all of us, who's holding that belief that might be unconscious that, oh, I need to slow my evolution down. I need to just kind of stay here waiting until my loved ones catch up. This is being called to be released. Om tare tutare ture soha. Om tare tutare ture soha. Om tare tutare ture soha. And Kalima continues with her mudras as she's just weaving. She's with her flame. She's just lifting off these threads of it's not mud and it's not tar, but it's definitely not smoke. It's like slime, like dark slime, just like out of different parts of your brain, different lobes of your brain, frontal, I don't even, like it's amazing to me what anatomy comes back to me as I do this, because it's not like I study physiology before I start this, but they're really pointing out the frontal lobe and the temporal lobe and the brainstem and the neurons, and really going microscopic into the neurons, the cell body, the dendrites, the axon, the synapses. You don't even need to know what these are. Just know that as I say those, as this is happening, their Kalima is lifting off to the cellular atomic level, to the nucleus of your atom, the electrons, the quarks of your atom, clearing these outdated beliefs that have been there for lifetimes. And I'm hearing, for some of you, it might feel like this is being disloyal to your family, to loved ones of yours that had these beliefs. This is not. We do this with great compassion. And to know that this helps to liberate your lineage, your ancestry line, back generations and future generations. Om tare tutare ture soha. Om tare tutare ture soha. If there's anything you want to write in the comments section, if it comes to you that you are releasing, name it as you're naming it for everybody, and just continue to let that happen and keep asking that question: what beliefs, outdated beliefs, am I releasing now? And as that happens, I'm just guided to burn a little bit of sage to help this move forward. And just keep praying that prayer. What outdated beliefs am I releasing now? And keep your commitment to just saying yes. Just allow your own soul to be in charge of this healing, because your soul knows what you are ready for. And remember, what we've been talking about many of these days is we've all been going through this journey of getting ready to be ready, 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 getting ready to be ready. And in moments like this, guess what? Finally, you're ready. Even if parts of you are like, am I really? Yes. Just open up to that healing. And I want to show you that when I picked Kalima, she reminded me I have these little statues of Kali. You see this? See her with all her arms and her different tools that she has. I actually have 2 of them. So I saw this little Kali kind of like on the crown of your head. She's in that flame. And the reason she's showing, because she's also big, she's showing up as this small little Kalima that she can go in through all the crevices of your mind, even those spaces that you are not aware of or you have been afraid to look at. And beautiful Mother Mary, Our Lady of Guadalupe, steps forward saying, do not be afraid to shine the light on all these areas in your mind. There is nothing to be ashamed of. You are loved and forgiven, and there was nothing to forgive in the first place. This is our heroic human journey. So I'm hearing the Divine Mother say, do not keep anything. Do not hold back. Just say that prayer that you're willing to let it all go. there might be a part of you that's like, okay, I can release this much, but I'm gonna keep this because I still need to look at it, or I still need to heal it, or it freaks me out to know that that would be healed, or whatever it is. If you have the courage, know that your soul is in charge to say, I'm willing to release it all. Anything that doesn't serve me, I am willing. So as it happens, I want to start shifting now. This is what they're guiding me to do now. So now as all of this is lifting, and for some of you, and that process continues, but the divine can multitask in the most efficient, miraculous, transformative, quantum way, is now you are receiving. Now you are receiving, because you've made all this space. Your divine connection to the divine mind is strengthening and connecting. And Jill is saying, yes, releasing shame from my skin, chin, and throat. Absolutely. And so we are empowering this connection from your mind to the divine mind. What does this mean? This means that you are able to access the genius of the divine. You are able to access mastery, not to be like, ooh, I'm such a genius, but to access divine solutions that our logical mind cannot think of, cannot even access. This is when you think of genius people, that's what they did. They accessed the divine mind. So we are open to receive that connection, to empower that connection. And when we sit on the infinity point today, that is part of what's going to be happening, is that we're strengthening that connection to the divine mind. So what I'm hearing is that all of you have great minds, have wonderful minds, and it is easy. And I forgot what book it is, that one book, what is it called? Something about leaping. I don't remember. It's one of those really famous self-help books, but he talks about how great is the enemy of genius, something like that. The point being is that we can very easily stay great. Like I could have stayed great at teaching meditation classes. You could stay great at doing whatever your healing that you do. But great is not enough for the healing that we need and the planet needs. Great can become very comfortable. We are being invited to step into genius. And that requires so much vulnerability and surrender. And so that is what this is about. Because our world, our planet needs that level of leadership and nurturing and midwifing as we step into this. We go through the birthing pains of stepping into the next evolutionary cycle for the earth. So let yourself have that prayer of, beautiful soul, keep guiding me into that space of genius in every part of my life. And know that that doesn't feel like your ego might think it feels. It actually feels very tender and vulnerable, and that's how you know you're on the right path. So I know for me, as I do these, more and more I'm guided to not, I pray and I meditate, but I literally, as I sit here a few minutes before we start, I am just praying and saying, divine, to me, I call her Sophia now, God, teach through me, heal through me, create miracles through me. This is your show. I am open. I am willing to be vulnerable as I share this. I am willing to make a fool out of myself for you. Like, I am here. Yes, I'm terrified and scared, and sometimes I don't like it, but I'm open. And that is how I know I can keep stepping into that space. So I invite you to do the same. So just be in that space. And we'll get ready to now sit in the infinity point and really take a moment to ground yourself. There's a lot of energy. Whew. So take your time to get on the infinity point and let this nexus point be very grounding right now. And almost see like roots down here connecting you to the earth under that nexus point. All the expansion of the roots, because as your crown opens, your roots are getting expanded as well to support that expansion of your crown. Sit on that infinity point. Trust that you are loved and taken care of. And we welcome Kalima in that space and your beautiful angels as we get ready to go in that space. Get your candle. It's so interesting to me, like, I don't know if you have the same experience, but the first few days I feel like the wax melts and melts and melts and melts. And then the last few days, I swear it feels like, how? It's staying the same. I know it isn't, but it's such a, to me, it's so symbolic of what can happen in our inner healing. You know, in the beginning, we might, when we start the journey, we might feel like, oh my gosh, look at all these leaps, all this healing, all this healing, all this healing, all this healing. And then there comes a point where it seems like it's going so slow. And this is a moment when a lot of people quit. But you just learn that you just keep going because you're in that slow cooker and the divine knows the exact timing. So here we have a beautiful candle, and let's say our prayer together. As this candle burns, my soul within me burns. As this wax melts, resistance in me melts. 9 days to clear lifetimes of fear. As I give, I receive. As I heal, I am healed. Doors open, I walk through. I am ready for the new. Abundance flows with ease and grace, for I have finally found my place. All right, so get yourself comfortable and ready as we get ready. Right, we've been getting ready to be ready. We're ready again here. See yourself, feel like you're going to be crowned in the infinity symbol. Like literally welcome your soul to put this beautiful crown over your head when you're there. As we do our day 8. All right, let's go ahead and begin. Begin. start taking some nice cleansing breaths and some nice stretches and whatever you need to do to gently come out of that space and reconnect. If you have some water, you might want to drink some. I'm going to do that. Hello everyone, welcome back. I definitely felt a lot in my crown center for sure. It's and just there was so much. We'll definitely need to journal and reflect on that. And it was interesting, you know, Kali was there, but Our Lady of Guadalupe really showed up, and she was reminding me, of course I knew this, but she was reminding me how when she showed up in Mexico, when she appeared, she didn't come in as this, like, it was a time where a lot of indigenous people were being, had been massacred, and, there was just so much that was still going on. She really came in as a queen of sovereignty. She came in like very Joan of Arc energy. So I was just seeing Our Lady of Guadalupe really like, she was like holding a flag, like this banner of freedom and sovereignty for all of us. Like, you are free, you are sovereign. I love, Jill is saying, wow, Kalima took my brain out and massaged it. Awesome. I mean, how awesome. Kalima gave your brain a massage. This is perfect. And Our Lady of Guadalupe was standing with her flag of sovereignty, placing it on the ground for us, saying, you are sovereign being of love and light. So let's do some cards. She kept saying it's safe to be in no thought. No thought is safe. I love that, which is where we are in the infinity point, right? Like, again, that divine paradox. We can be in no thought and access all solutions. When we're not afraid to know nothing, we can know everything. So let's pull an angel card. Well, first of all, tomorrow at 10, woohoo, day 9. And the other thing I was hearing was just like, when you have the slow cooker going and you go in the house and you're like, you can smell the delicious meal. This is where we're at. We can smell the delicious meal that we're cooking. And tomorrow at 10 is our graduation. We will sit for 9 minutes and just have a celebration of this journey. So I hope you can join me. I'm going to get all dressed up. Well, maybe not. I don't know. But that's what I want. We'll see. And of course, it'll be Independence Day. Like, how perfect is that? Lorenza Kalima was pulling. I wish I could read this. The way this shows it, I miss Lorenza, what you were saying. Step back in attitude, not in purpose. Stand up. Beautiful. Thank you for teaching us it. Yeah, let me see if I do that. Oh, there we go. Kalima was pulling and cutting cords from all my chakras. Yes. Kalima's very powerful and efficient. She does not hold back. So tomorrow at 10, I hope to see you. And if not, of course, catch the recording whenever you can and enjoy your 4th of July and full moon and lunar eclipse and Mercury retrograde and everything that's happening. I do want to say next week, I should have the invitation up for the fall retreat, which will be on, you're the first ones to hear this, Friday, September 18th. It's the Friday before the fall equinox. And it's called Divine Teacher Awakens. It's going to be Friday over Zoom, virtual, 10 to 12:30, just like the Divine Mother Retreat, but this is all about the Divine Teacher. And this novena has been such a perfect preparation for that. So I hope you will join me for that. And of course, I have the virtual career Reiki coming up at the end of July, which is all about sovereignty, stepping into your sovereignty. And lots of stuff. I'm not going anywhere. Lots of stuff is coming. So let's see what angels are with us continuing this healing. Perfect. Archangel Raphael, the divine physician. Thank you, Raphael, for shining your divine light upon my healthy body. So look at Raphael. I'm just going to scroll this up here to see if... Yeah. So he's saying he is here to help with any physical healing. Thank you, teachers, for all I need to know about the earth chakra to balance crown. Thank you. Thank you. So there's beautiful Raphael. So if there's any physical ailments you're going through, especially, call on him. And of course, he's available for all sorts of healing. But I'm really hearing right now physical healing is very important. In fact, don't be surprised if you're called, maybe you already are on a cleanse, but if you're guided to do some sort of physical cleanse after the novena, nothing harsh or extreme. Let your soul guide it. Let's do the soulful coaching. Surrender. That's so funny because I was like, oh, I won't do the surrender deck today. I've been doing it every day. Let me try a different one. And we get surrender. All is well. I surrender to my inner guidance. Look at her in the water. I know we've gotten this one before. I swear there's like 100 cards in that deck, it seems. I keep pulling the same 5. Beautiful surrender. All is well. I surrender to my inner guidance. Thank you, Jill. Jill saying I look so pretty today. Thank you. Yeah, I was very excited about this top. So there we go. And let's do the Earth Warriors Oracle. Oh man, one popped up and then it popped back in. All right, let's see. Okay, they all want to talk to us. Beautiful divine, which one of these cards is the one? It's like they're all jumping up. Come on, show us which one is the one, which one is the one. Okay, this one. Look at this. This looks like Our Lady of Guadalupe. Amuata, Sage of Higher Knowledge. How perfect. Look at her. This is number 12. Sage of Higher Knowledge. Take that picture in, receive it. See what your eyes are drawn to. Look at it. And let me see what my eyes are drawn to here. Where are we going? For some reason, maybe she's guiding me to the back here. All right, this is the one she's saying. If you have ever been put down or judged as not being clever enough, or if your intellect has been worshipped and encouraged at the expense of the intuition of your heart, the Oracle of Amuata comes to you now with a message of healing relief. There are many ways of knowing, and we are all unique in our particular combination of intellect, instinct, intuition, and insight. You have been created exactly as you were meant to be for sacred purpose. The judgment of others, for better or worse, are meaningless. What matters is that you find your own best way of sensing truth, honoring when something does not feel right, and moving forward when something rings true. So let's see the prayer. I call upon the grace of unconditional love and the truth of the divine mind to empty and cleanse my mind and emotional body from fixed opinions, half-truths, and deceptions. May I trust and be patient so that I can see and know the highest level of truth available to me. Let me read that again. I call upon the grace of unconditional love and the truth of the divine mind to empty and cleanse my mind and emotional body from fixed opinion, I would say that's also outdated beliefs, half-truths and deceptions. May I trust and be patient so that I can see and know the highest level of truth available to me. All right, get ready to see lots of owls. All right, everyone. It's always so great to connect with you. Have a wonderful day. I am so excited because I love musicals. I was so blessed to be able to watch Hamilton twice. And of course, now it's released today. You can watch it on TV. I subscribed to the Disney Channel just for that. So I'm like so super excited because I think Hamilton, the musical, all musicals, but has so much to teach us. And so I'm excited about that. I hope you have something fun to do today as well. All right, bye everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I look forward to connecting with you tomorrow for our graduation. Bye everyone. See ya. I know, Lorenza, empty and cleanse my mind. What a perfect card. I know. We can't make this up. I know. All right, bye everyone.